Hi everyone, Melissa Crook here, design team member for Bello's Designs. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how I have made this tulip card here. It is featuring the new tulip from Sweet Poppy Stencils with their brand new botanical line. And I'm using some Lavinia products as well. And anyway, so what you're going to need to make this card for the supplies is a 5x7 card base, a piece of black cardstock cut to 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, a piece of pink for a mat that is 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, and a piece of Multifarious card that is cut 4 to 6. I also have some more Multifarious cards, just random sizes to for the gel plate that we're going to be using. We can get some free backgrounds. So for other supplies, we're going to use, of course, the Sweet Poppy Tulip stamp. We'll need our stamping platform. I'm using the Lavinia ellipsical gel press. I'm going to use Nocturne for my stamping. And a few other supplies we are going to need today are some Distress Oxide sprays. I'm using Salvaged Patina, Squeeze Lemonade, and Kitch Flamingo. Also need a anti-static tool. This is the one from the Rabbit Hole Designs. It's a nice little tool. It's on sale now in Patty Shop online. Also some Peebo drawing gum, Versamark, the ink refill, a couple of paint brushes, and we're going to be coloring in the stamp with the Sweet Poppy watercolor brush pen set 1. There has been a new set release and I just can't wait to see that. But this is a nice set. It comes with 24 different colors and 2 brush pens. We're going to be using 2 greens and 2 pinks. I'll pull those out when we get ready. Okay, I think, oh, and we'll be using the Frosted Glass Wow embossing powder. You also need a heat tool for that. Okay, so the very first thing that we are going to do is our stamping. So I'm going to take my piece of Multifarious card into my stamping platform and the Sweet Poppy Stencil Tulip stamp. I'm going to place this slightly to my right hand side and pretty much center it. And I'm going to stamp up in VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Press. I'll set that to the side. And now using the Peebo drawing gum and a paintbrush, I'm just using a flat brush. I find that works the easiest. Give that a quick shake. And then we're just going to just lightly paint that on. that just a second to dry. And you can see that it gives you a blue outline. And if you get outside your line, you can just rub that off. You can also just use the corner of your adhesive eraser. And let's let that dry. And now we're going to work with our gel plate. Also forgot to mention we're going to use this new stencil from Lavinia Stamps. That is called it is the Cryptic Small Stencil, Lavinia Stamps. Okay, so we're going to take our splat box and put our gel plate inside. And I'm going to use my Oxide sprays. I'm going to give them a good shake. Okay, and we're going to start with the Salvaged Patina. And I'm just going to do 2 sprays. And Kitch Flamingo. And since my lid is leaking, I'm just going to do some drops. I'm going to figure out why that's leaking. Okay, and then we are going to set our stencil onto our plate. Give that a good little press and spray with the squeezed lemonade over the top. A couple sprays of that. And then you will want, see what happens? My card now has splotches from my ink. But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways, and we'll see what we get. I don't mind those ink splotches. They're going to give some cool dimension. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take a piece of card, and I'm just going to lay it over. I'm actually going to do it like this. Okay. So that could be a background there. And we're going to pull that off and take another print from the stencil. I'm going to take this bigger card here. And I'm going to lay that on that side. I'm going to spritz it with just a little bit of water. And then I'm going to lay another card right on top. Pull a couple backgrounds from that stencil cleanup. And you can just kind of clean the whole top of that. And there is another one. So you could have 3 or 4 backgrounds just from one. And then I'm just going to give that a bit of a wipe. And then I'm going to give this a quick dry. Okay, and instead of putting my card over the top, I'm going to actually take my gel plate on the acetate and I'm going to line it up over my flower in the center of the card. Sorry if my head gets in the way. And we're just going to put that there and give that a good press. And then you can carefully, if you need to, flip it over. But you can just do it this way too. If you have an acrylic plate, that's a handy way to do this. I just didn't grab one. But I just want to show you, you don't have to have that. You can do it with acetate too. And then I'm going to flip it and pull. And there you have your background. And now I'm going to give this a dry, and then now with our adhesive eraser, we're going to erase off the drawing gum. And this will just stick to it and just roll it. You don't want to press too hard because you can actually rub into your card. Okay, it's time for that to be cut. So with a pair of scissors, you can just cut that corner off. Once it gets gummed up, you'll lose your little corner. That's what you're supposed to do. And then just erase that. Now it's picking up better. All right, and now moving on. Battery. I'm going to put these off to the side. And we're going to move on to our watercolor brushes. And these watercolor brushes are a bit opposite from others that I have used. To open to fill, you're going to hold it flat and you're going to twist the base away from you and the head towards you, and they will unscrew, and then you can fill it with water. It's almost like it's left-handed, so just be aware of that. And then we're going to use the two pinks, the brighter pink and a little bit darker. And then I'm going to use two greens as well. And I like to start with the water, and I get my water going on my brush, and then I'm just going to give a little bit of a water on just this bottom part of the leaf. And then I'm using my darker color first. And I'm just going to paint with my brush just kind of up the stem and around where it's bent, where I think that the darker would show. Okay, and now with the Versamark, we're going to give this a pretty thick coat. First of all, before we do that, we are going to use the anti-static tool. And this just comes right out of this brush. And it's got where this slides up to put the lid on. Pretty handy. So and I'm just going to squeeze this right on the flower and up the petals. And then using my brush, I'm just going to carefully just brush that all over the flower. And after you're done with both of your brushes, you want to give those a good clean and a good wipe. And then we'll take a piece of scrap paper. So just a piece of scrap paper to collect your powder. And then the Wow Frosted Glass embossing powder. We're just going to dump that right on. Make sure this has a complete coverage. And so I don't know if you could see how thick that is. It's super, super thick, which that is what we want. Back into the pot. And this is going to take quite a while to dry, and I'm going to dry it from the underneath, so all of that will just melt through there. Okay, and that's going to be good. It's going to go shiny. And it's got a really good dimension. It's probably, you know, it sticks up. The frosted glass gives it a real crackled kind of look and a really cool texture to the touch. So now we are ready to mount our card. And today I'm going to use some adhesive tape. And I'm going to assemble backwards. pretty cool looking. I'm sorry that I have these weird shadows today, it seems like. But there is the original and the one we just made today. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video today. I hope you will check out these new Sweet Poppy stencil stamps. The botanical line, they're just beautiful. And they work nicely with some of the Lavinia products as well. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me. Please click the like and subscribe button so you get notifications whenever our design team has a new video. If you haven't done so already and you're on Facebook, please follow us on our Facebook groups. We have two. We have Del Bello's Designs, a retailer of Lavinia stamps, and we have Del Bello's Designs Lounge a la carte for everything such as Sweet Poppy stencils, Sweet Poppy stencil stamps, Nelly's Choice, Cardio, and many other products that Patty carries on delbellos.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.